Okay, Serena, please explain in specific detail your altercation with this cab driver at the airport so that we can understand the circumstances in detail of why you felt threatened.
Okay, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. That's my sister, Zoe. She's asking me questions about the altercation at Fort Lauderdale Airport that happened on Sunday evening, April 14th, around 8 p.m. So, I was getting off a Southwest flight from a Reagan airport, and the plane had been delayed 2 hours. I was supposed to meet my attorney at 7 p.m. at the Crown Plaza, which is in local vicinity to the Fort Lauderdale Airport. And because of the delay, I was supposed to meet him at 8:30. And we had prearranged that meeting. I had prearranged my hotel to be in vicinity of the airport because I was just in for a one-night quick trip and had some business to take care of in Florida. So I'm getting my bag. I'm already in a rush because I wanted to make sure I met my attorney and didn't miss that opportunity and knew that he'd be waiting for me. Okay? And there was also a crying baby, a screamer the whole time, my entire ride into Fort Lauderdale. So I'm already flushed. I need to get where I'm going. I did not call in Uber because my hotel was only a mile away. And so I went to the dispatch line and went to the dispatcher to get a cab. It was the first cab there. Okay, these cabs are supposed to be regulated. I was only going a mile away, 5 minutes, and I knew that. I thought, hey, it's only 5 minutes, just grab a cab. It's no big deal, right? Alright, so I get in the cab. I have some luggage. It's in the back seat. We start moving. He said, where do you want to go? And I said, take me to the Crown Plaza. And he told me that my hotel was an hour away in a different city. Okay? And I said, no, my hotel is not an hour away in a different city. I demanded to have the cab stopped right then and there. We're still more. I said, I told him very sharply, stop the cab right now. Okay? Stop the cab right now. I didn't have time. I'm not going to argue with this man. I don't know what was in his mind. Okay? What flashed in my mind is he was going to either drive me around for an hour to rack up the cab fare so he could get paid, because cabs, evidently, I talked to my attorney this morning, are going bankrupt because of Uber and Lyft. So they're very desperate. Alright, I also talked to Sergeant Natello, who's on my case, and explained to me that this man was trying to rob me. At minimum, he was trying to rob me. And at maximum, he was trying to kill me. Okay, but I'm not going to stick around and find out what the options are. I demanded to be out of the cab right then and there. This is very timely because a week prior, there was a woman who entered a vehicle that she thought was an Uber, and she was murdered the week before. Okay? I'm not going to wind up like this woman. I don't have time to negotiate with you. I'm getting out of the cab right now. Alright, you're taking me an hour away? What do you think is going to happen to me? I talked to my retired friend from the Department of Justice, and he said, listen, this guy obviously was trying to kidnap you. He doesn't even think the least of it. And because he was like, the least of it is, if he was robbing you, he wouldn't, he wouldn't want to be identified. This man allowed himself to be identified, which means the crime that he was going to commit, he would have been identified, and that would not have gone well for him. So he didn't care that he was identified because he didn't actually commit the crime. So it wasn't a small crime. And that's the advice I got from somebody who's been with the Department of Justice and retired for over 30 years and deals with all different types of cases, drug smuggling cases, murder, homicide, and, has been an investigator, a private investigator for a very long time. So my point to this story and what happened to me is that at minimum he was going to rob me. Okay, there's some other stuff in there. If you're taking me an hour away, what else are you going to do to me? You're going to rape me, injure me, hurt me, dump me off on the side of the road? Why should I stop? Why should I worry about what's going to happen to me? No, I'm getting out of that cab right now. When I asked to be taken out of the cab, he would not release me. I absolutely demanded it and got aggressive and bold enough for him to stop in the middle of the road. Okay? And he finally released me with my luggage, and I hauled it back to the airport. And called the police. That's what happened. And then, oh, by the way, he admitted that my hotel was only 5 minutes away. And he was still trying to take the fare. And I said, absolutely not. Get me out of this cab.